Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Reeti and I'm back with another lecture in the SQL series. So in the last set of lectures, we got to know more on the aggregate functions, group by clause, the differences between where and having clause, and much more. In this particular video, we would be solving some practice question to get more familiar with these concepts. So without any further ado, let's get started. So the very first practice question is, write a query to find the total number of employees in each city. So what we have to do is we have to find the total number of employees which are present in each city. So let's just break the question and then we will see how the query works. So first we have to find the total number of employees. So to find the total number of employees, here we can use the aggregate function. So in the aggregate function, we can use the count function, which basically counts the number of employees or counts the number of rows which are present. So this will help me to find the total number of employees. Now the second sub part is in each city. So what I have to do is I have to find the total number of employee in each city. So there could be multiple city like Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad and much more. Now I have to find the total number of employees who are present in each city. So there could be a possibility there are 2 or 3 employees who are living in the same city. So what we will do is we will here use the group by clause. So basically this clause will help me to group all the data which is present in Mumbai, which is present in Bangalore, which is present in Hyderabad. And then in these group of employees, we will count all the employees which are present in this particular cities. So what we will do is we will give this select and then we will provide the column on basis of which we want to group the data, that is city, because here it is given in each city. So we will give city and then we will provide the aggregate function count and then we have to provide the column name on which we want to count. So we can either count on the basis of name, ID, salary and much more things. So for now we will use the name. And then there is as, and then there is a temporary column name or an alias name for this particular column. So what it will do is this count name will provide me a result or a value, and that particular value would be shown in this number of employee. So it is kind of acting as an alias for a particular column name. Now then we will provide from, and then we will provide the table name from which we want the specific results, and then we will provide the group by clause, and then we will provide the column name on basis of which we want to group the data. So this will help me to find the count of employees, and this will help me to group all the employees on a particular city. So these both together will help me to find the count of employees who are in each city. Now let's see from the MySQL workbench that how this query is working. So to understand all those queries, I have already created a company database. Inside that company database, I have already created an employee table, and in this particular employee table, we would be performing all the queries. So let's just see what are all the details which are present in this employee table. So we'll just execute this query, and here you can see that I have feeded the data of almost 5 employees with their name, age, department, city and salary. Now the very first practice question is we want to find the total number of employees in each city. So for that we will give the query as select, and then we will provide the column name on basis of which we want to group the data, that is city, and then I'll provide the column name on which I want to perform the aggregate function, basically count the total number of employees. So I'll give name, and then I'll provide an alias for this particular column name as number of employees, and then I'll provide group by, and then I'll provide the table name, so from employee, and then I'll provide the group by clause which will help me to group the cities into some subgroups. So I'll give group by city. So let's just execute this query. So here you can see that we have got the city and we have got the number of employees who are there in each city. So for Mumbai there are 2, for Pune 1, for Surat 1 and for Indore 1. So this particular query will help me to find the total number of employees who are present in each city. Now let's see the next practice question. Write a query to find the maximum salary of employees in each city in descending order. So we have to find the maximum salary of employees in each city and then we have to order it in descending order. So let's just break this particular question into some sub questions and then we will write the query. So first what we have to do is we have to find the maximum salary of employee. So to find the maximum salary of employee, we can use the aggregate function max, and here we can provide the column on basis of which we want to aggregate the data, that is salary. Now the next set says that in each city we have to find the maximum salary of employee in each city. So to get the group of cities we can use the group by clause. So here we'll use the group by clause on city, which will help me to get all the subgroups of city or all the cities into some similar subgroup. So let's see the query. So here in the query we have provided select, and then we have provided the column on basis of which we want to group the data, that is city, and then we have provided an aggregate function max on the column on which we want to get the aggregated data, that is salary, and then we have provided an alias for this column name as max salary. Then we provide the from, and then we provide the table name from which we want this particular data, and then we provide this group by clause, and then we provide the column name on which we are grouping the data, that is city, and then we provide the order by clause followed by the column name on which we want to order the data. So I have missed it here. So the column name would be max salary, because I have already created a max salary column name which is having all the maximum salary from the particular group. So we'll provide the column name as max salary, and then we will provide the manner in which we want our data, that is descending. So let's see from the MySQL workbench. So here we want to find the maximum salary of employees in each city in descending order. So what we will do is we'll give the query as select, and then we'll provide the column name on basis of which we are grouping the data, that is city, and then I'll provide the aggregate function, and then I'll provide the column on which we are aggregating the data, that is salary, and then I can provide an alias for this, that is as, let's give it as max salary, and then I'll provide the table name, that is from employee, and then I'll provide the group by clause, so group by, and then I'll provide the column on which we are grouping the data, that is city, and now we want to see all our result in descending order. So we will be using this order by clause, so we will use order by, and then we can use this particular column name because it has all the aggregated set of data for each city. So we would be using max salary, and then we'll provide the manner in which I want to see my results. So select, then the column name on basis of which we are grouping the data, then the aggregate function on the column name on which we want the aggregated data such as maximum salary, and then we can provide an alias for that particular column, then we'll provide the table name, then we'll provide the group by clause followed by the column name on basis of which we are grouping the data, then we can use this order by clause to get our particular result in descending order. So here you can see that we are getting an error. The reason behind getting this error is in the earlier query we haven't ended the query, so here we'll provide a semicolon, and you can see the error is gone now. Now let's just execute this query. So here you can see we are getting all the groups of city, and here we are getting the maximum salary in all the groups, and the maximum salary is sorted in descending orders. So this is how we can group the data and get the result in some specific order. So let's see the next query. So the next query is write a query to display the department names alongside the total count of employees in each department, sorting the results by the total number of employees in descending order. So what we have to do is we have to display the department names. So we have to display the department names which are present in our employee table. So we'll use the group by clause. Now alongside that we have to display the total number of employees in each department. So we have to tell that if there are 3 departments, IT, HR and marketing, now in this particular department how many employees are there. So for that we can use the count aggregate function to get the count of all the employees who are present in each department, and then we have to sort the result of total number of employees in descending order. So we have to sort the result of this total number of employees in descending order. So we can use the order by clause. So whatever result we get from this count aggregate function on some specific group of departments, we have to order the result on basis of that. So whatever is the result from this count, we have to order our results on basis of that. So we have to use the group by clause for the department name, then we have to use this count aggregate function to find the total number of employees, and then we have to order our results based on the result we get from count for each particular department. So very first we will provide the select command to make some query, and then we will provide the column name on basis of which we want to group our data. So basically it's department names, and then we'll provide the aggregate function, and then we'll provide the column on basis of which we want to perform this aggregate function. So here we want to find the total number of employees or total count of employees. So we'll use the count aggregate function, and then we'll provide a column name on which it will count all the total number of employees in each department, and then we'll give an alias for this as total employees. Then we'll provide the table name, that is employee, and then we'll provide the group by clause followed by the column name on basis of which we are grouping the data, that is department, and then we'll provide the order by clause, and then we'll provide the particular column on which we want to order our data, that is total number of employees, and then we'll provide the manner in which we want to order our data, that is descending order. So let's see from the MySQL workbench. We'll give the command as select, and then we want to group department into subgroups, and then we will provide the aggregate function, that is we want to count the total number of employees, and then we'll provide the column name on basis of which we want to perform our aggregated function, and then we'll provide an alias for this, that is total employees, and then we'll provide the table name on which we want to perform these operation, that is employee, and then we will provide the group by clause followed by the column name on which we are grouping the data, that is department, and then we will provide the order by clause followed by the column name on which we are ordering the data, that is total number of employees, so that is total EMP, and then we will provide the manner in which we want our data, that is descending. So let's just execute this query. So here you can see that we are getting all the department, that is IT, HR, marketing and finance, and here we are getting the total employees in each department. Now here you can see that all the result has been sorted in descending order, like IT is having 2 employees, so it is at the very first, and then all other departments are having 1 employee, so they are sorted on basis of that. Let's see the next practice question. Write a query to list the departments where average salary is greater than 1200. Also display the department name and the average salary. So we have to write a query to list all the departments where average salary is greater than 1200. So firstly we have to list all the departments, so we'll be using the group by clause for the same, and we'll be grouping the data on the basis of department. So we have grouped the data, we have listed all the departments. Then we have to find the average salary greater than 1200. So then we have to find the average salary for all the departments. So we can use this AVG function from the aggregate function, which will help me to find the average salary for each department. So it will give me the value of average salary for consider IT, HR, marketing department. Now there is a condition that we have to find the details of employees who are having average salary greater than 1200. So from here we'll be getting a result, and here we'll be using the having clause as we are providing a condition to filter our data. So we'll be using the having clause, and with the having clause we'll provide the average salary greater than 1200. That is result of average salary for each particular department should be greater than 1500. So we have to display the department name as well as average salary. So let's see the query. So first we'll give the select command to make a query, and then we'll provide the column on which we are grouping the data, that is department, and then we'll provide the aggregate function, and then we'll provide the column on which we want to aggregate our data, that is salary. So here you can see that we are doing some condition or performing some condition on the average salary. So we have to find the average salary first, and then we'll provide an alias followed by the column name for which we are providing an alias, and then we'll provide from and then the table name, and then we'll provide the group by clause followed by the column name on which we are grouping the data, and then here we'll be using having clause because having clause is mostly used with the aggregated set of data. So here we have already aggregated some set of data, and here we want a condition that is average salary is greater than 1200. So we'll provide the having clause, and then here we'll provide the average salary, and here sorry, it's by mistake written as 5000, so the average salary should be greater than 1200. Either here we can provide this AVJ salary, or we can use the alias name, that is average salary as well. So in this way what it will do is it will group the department into some sub departments or subgroups, that is IT, HR and marketing. Then it will find the average salary of all the employees which are present in IT, average salary, and for HR and for marketing. And when we have got the average salary for all the groups, then we will perform the having clause, that is having, and then we'll provide the condition, that is average salary should be greater than 1200. Sorry, here also I have by mistakenly told that average salary should be greater than 1500, so it would be 1200. So we have to find the list of departments where average salary is greater than 1200. So let's see from the MySQL workbench. So we'll just write a query. So we'll give select, and then we will give the column name on basis of which we want to group the data, that is department. And then we'll provide the aggregate function. So basically we want the average salary, so we will use average, and then we'll provide salary, and then we'll give an alias, that is average salary. And then we will provide the table name, so from employee, and then we'll provide the group by clause to group our departments. So we'll provide group by and then department. So our department have been grouped. Now we want to provide some condition to the group data, so we'll provide having, and then we'll provide the column, that is average salary, and then we'll provide the condition, that is greater than 1200. So show me the department of all the employees who are having average salary as greater than 1200. So let's just execute this query. So here you can see that you can see 4 departments: IT, HR, marketing and finance. And here you can see the average salary, that is greater than 1200, greater than 1200, greater than 1200 and greater than 1200. So this was all about the practice question in this particular video. These practice questions are very important. So try to practice this, try to break the questions into sub question and try to make query from the sub question. I hope you like this video. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're someone who is new to my channel, can go ahead and watch out the tech content first. And if you find it useful, can go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you have not followed me on my social media handles, you can go ahead and follow. The links are in the description. Till then, take care, keep learning, keep growing, keep smiling. Bye all.